First 2-0 defeat at home, obviously conceded an early goal and then a penalty in the second half. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, that sums us up at the moment, unfortunately. On a couple of chances created and 2 really poor goals given away. We knew they'd be dangerous at set pieces and long throws in particular. And we've not dealt with it. There's contact and unfortunately it's rolled in the net. Really poor start, not what we was after. Then I thought we grew into the game and had a 15-minute period where we looked like something, we might create something, and there was a lot of good quality around the edge of the box, but not enough quality in it to work the goalkeeper. Second half, I thought the game was just ambling along really, to be honest. But it just, obviously the resulting decision regarding the mistake has obviously enabled them to walk away with a 2-0 win. We certainly haven't done enough in the game. Was there endeavour? Yes. Was there enough fight? No. I thought we normally dominate first and second ball when we're on it, and I thought their midfield got the better of ours today for large periods. And as I said, in both boxes, nowhere near good enough.
Obviously, the long throw, that was their sort of speciality, I guess. It looked like they were just trying to sort of force it all the time, really, and we perhaps didn't deal with some of them as well as we could have done.
Yeah, no, we knew it was one of their strengths, but when we was down there and we won 3-0, we dealt with that very, very well. Today, we haven't dealt with it, So, listen, it puts you under pressure, and they've done better than they did at their place regarding it, and we give far too many away first half. We limited it second half, to be honest, but again, we've just not been good enough in both boxes. Keepers have one save to make, and we have to go again.
So you said we had had the ball sort of in and around the box, but we also didn't create enough. I think in the first half there, we probably put a couple of balls in, but we didn't really test the keeper enough.
Yeah, we didn't. Obviously, we didn't work the goalkeeper. As I say, he's only had one save to make. We have to do better. We had opportunities to put the ball in and ask some questions. Didn't quite do that. We wanted to then play a little bit more, get 1 or 2 more passes in, which helped them really, set the shape and allow us to play in front of them. But you have to give them credit. They've done what they needed to do and what they're good at, and we haven't dealt with what one of their main strengths is. And obviously we give a goal in the second half, which could have been prevented, but it wasn't.
For the last couple of games, we haven't got the results that we wanted. So early on in the season, we had a period where things weren't sort of going for us. How do we sort of get back to what we did and get? Obviously in December we got out of it and got a run together.
We've just got to keep working at things. Obviously we've had 2 lads in the back 4 today who started for the first time. I thought the debuts were okay. Nothing spectacular. So it's the first time the lads have played together at the start of the game. Obviously we worked on a few things on Thursday, but you need minutes really, to be honest, to get to know each other. I'm hoping for that to develop, so we get some cohesion back there again. But neither of them have made a major mistake on the debuts, and they've done okay. So looking forward to working with the both of them, and I'm sure as the season develops they'll add more to what they've done today.
Obviously, Luke's familiar to the club, and I think we saw today Danny had a sort of an aerial presence and gave us a bit more sort of defending those balls in the air, and obviously in the opposition box as well, trying to use our set pieces with this aerial threat.
Yeah, and obviously we've needed some competition there, with obviously Darius, Kyle, and Tom's gone in there at times. So, but we've needed to add 1 or 2 bodies into it. We've been quite stretched at the moment, so it was nice to obviously get Theo and Kieran back, and they've got 60 minutes under the belt today. Theo looked a real threat in the first half in that 15-20 minute period where we was on top of the game and looking to get the equaliser, so that was pleasing. As I say, I thought Kieran did okay, but I'm sure as he gets more minutes under his belt, as Theo does, they'll start to have more of an influence than they have done today.
So on Tuesday in the Cheshire Cup, is that another chance to build some more sort of cohesion with some of the new players and get some more minutes into the belt for players that have been out?
Yeah, well, that's the plan. But obviously we'll be going as strong as we can. We want to remain in the competition, and we can pick up a result and progress to the next stage. Obviously that will help with the confidence, because it's not great at the moment, which is understandable. We've gone from being on an extreme high and a good run of games of where we've looked really difficult to play against and also creating chances, to a period now where the same things happening that we had early on in the season. So yeah, it's frustrating, but we have to keep working on it.
And so when you are sort of maybe a bit low on confidence, does that mean that you might do more sort of individual errors and you might give the ball away because the confidence isn't there?
Yeah, potentially. Make more mistakes individually, collectively. But indecision comes in when your confidence is not great, and that's where the mistakes come in. So when you're on top of your game, indecision don't come into it. So yeah, we'll have to keep working with the lads. As I say, we're going as strong as we can for Tuesday, looking to get a result, and then hopefully we can build on that for the Belper game. But today has been a very similar pattern throughout the season for us at home. Nothing's changed, no matter what formation, what players we've done. For some known reason, they're here, even though the fans are getting behind us. We seem to be shooting ourselves in the foot.
So Harry sort of not long come back from an injury, so had to go off in the second half. You look a bit sort of uncomfortable with the challenge.
It wasn't ideal. We'll have to assess him and see what's what. But it's obviously it was right in front of everybody. The two lads came together, an honest challenge, and it looks like Harry's come off worse. But fingers crossed it's not as serious as his last injury, and he may be available for Belper.
I was going to say, obviously we focus on Tuesday first, but obviously in a week's time we are back here at home for a game against Belper, for a team in and around us, and it'll be another big game as they all are going to the end of the season.
It doesn't matter who we're playing, home or away. The next 9 games are all cup finals, and we've just got to eradicate one or two things with the mistakes that we're making, and start to be a bit more creative, get the confidence back, and then I'm sure we can put a run together that enables us to climb the table.
So another new player that we haven't seen today is Pitu. Is he someone we could see obviously going forward?
Yeah, well obviously he's an option now in the wide areas. He can play right or left to the front today, so yeah, he's available from Tuesday onwards. The Celtic fans might get a glimpse of him. He may be starting Tuesday, depending on how we go with it. So yeah, but again, he needs some minutes in his legs to be effective. But as I say, we're a little bit stronger squad-wise, but unfortunately at the moment the performances and results in particular are not quite going for us.
I was going to say, just obviously one last thing between now and the end of the season. You said it the other day, it's not necessarily about performances, it's about the results and getting the points on board.
Yeah, I mean, we'd like both. There's not a manager out there that wouldn't like both. But they were affected today in what they did. We wasn't. So that's all it was. Between both penalty boxes, nothing between us, to be honest. But ultimately, they've gone away with 2-0 after the mistake and the goal that we gave away in the first half.